Chapter 9 Engineering and Technical Requirements. In the previous chapter, we talked about hiring a designer or architect and how they help transform your ADU ideas into professional construction drawings. Once the architectural design is complete, the next step involves adding the technical components that make sure the building is structurally sound, energy efficient, and compliant with building codes. This stage is often where homeowners encounter the engineering side of construction. For many people, engineering can feel intimidating or overly technical, but in reality, it simply ensures that the building is safe, durable, and built according to established standards. In this chapter, we'll explore the engineering and technical requirements that typically come with building an ADU. Why engineering is required. While architectural drawings show how a building looks and functions, engineering drawings explain how the building stands and performs structurally. Structural engineers analyze how loads are distributed through the building. These loads include the weight of the building itself, furniture and occupants, wind forces, and seismic activity. Because California is located in an active seismic region, structural design is particularly important. Engineers design framing systems, foundations, and structural connections that allow buildings to perform safely during earthquakes. According to the Internal Building Code and California Building Code, structural design must meet specific safety standards to ensure buildings can withstand expected environmental forces. Structural engineering. One of the most important technical components of an ADU project is structural engineering. Structural engineers review the architectural design and determine how the building will be constructed. They design elements such as foundations, footings, beams, shear walls, roof framing, and structural connections. These components ensure that the building distributes weight properly and remains stable over time. For example, if an ADU includes large windows or open interior spaces, the engineer may need to design beams or headers that support the structure above those openings. Without proper engineering, structural weaknesses could develop. Foundations and soil conditions. Another important engineering consideration is the foundation system. Most ADUs are built on concrete slab foundations or raised foundations. The foundation must support the weight of the structure while remaining stable over time. In some cases, cities require soil reports before construction begins. A soils report analyzes the ground conditions on the property. Engineers use this information to determine how the foundation should be designed. Soil conditions can influence factors such as foundation depth, reinforcement requirements, and drainage considerations. Proper foundation design helps prevent issues such as settling or structural movement. Energy efficiency requirements. California has some of the most advanced energy efficiency standards in the country. These requirements are known as Title 24 energy standards. Title 24 regulations ensure that new buildings meet energy performance requirements that help reduce energy consumption. ADUs must comply with these standards. Energy calculations evaluate factors such as insulation levels, window efficiency, lighting systems, and heating and cooling equipment. Designers and energy consultants prepare documentation showing that the ADU meets these requirements. These calculations are submitted to the city along with the permit plans. Electrical systems. Every ADU requires a properly designed electrical system. Electrical plans show how power will be distributed throughout the unit. This includes lighting fixtures, outlets and switches, electrical panels, and appliance circuits. Depending on the property, the ADU may either connect to the main house electrical system or require a separate electrical panel. Electrical design must comply with the National Electrical Code, which establishes safety standards for electrical installations. Plumbing systems. ADUs require plumbing systems that connect to water and sewer lines. Plumbing plans typically include water supply lines, drain and waste lines, vent systems, and connections to the main sewer or septic system. In many cases, the ADU plumbing connects to the existing plumbing system of the main house. However, some cities may require separate connections depending on the property layout. Licensed plumbers typically install these systems according to plumbing codes and local regulations. Mechanical systems. Mechanical systems include heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Because ADUs are smaller buildings, many homeowners choose compact heating and cooling systems such as ductless mini systems, wall-mounted heating systems, and compact HVAC systems. Energy efficiency requirements. Energy efficiency requirements often influence the type of mechanical equipment installed. Proper ventilation is also important for maintaining indoor air quality. Fire safety and building codes. Modern building codes include several safety features designed to protect occupants. For ADUs, these requirements would include smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, fire separation between units, and emergency escape windows in bedrooms. These safety measures are designed to ensure that the building protects its occupants in case of emergencies. Cities carefully review plans to confirm that these requirements are met. Why technical planning matters. Although engineering and technical documentation may seem complex, they play a critical role in the success of the project. Proper engineering helps ensure structural safety, energy efficiency, code compliance, and long-term durability. When these technical details are handled properly during the planning stage, construction typically moves more smoothly. Once the architectural and engineering plans are complete, they are ready to be submitted to the city for review. This begins the next major stage of the ADU process, the permitting phase. In the next episode, we'll walk through the ADU permitting process and explain what homeowners should expect when submitting plans to their local building department. If you like additional ADU planning tools and resources, visit strategicadu.com.